One.
Shalom.
It's the GMS Mobile Camp. Coming weekend, we got prophesied the downfall of this wicked place called America. But before we get started, we're going to turn facing the east, giving all glory, praise, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well, preach sanitation to the hope of the elect, that scattered abroad, preaching the truth and sincerity. You want to say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and we know, those that have eyes that can see and have ears that can hear. Hey, we coming into some bad times. We see the downfall of this wicked place. We seeing everything has been strategically, set in place, for this place to fall, by the Lord. But through it all, the Lord is coming back to get his people, man. He ain't finna leave his people here, man. But we're gonna get straight into it. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 1.
Come.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. It reads, "The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord God of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book."
Right. Hey, Jeremiah, he was a prophet back then, man. And then he back today prophesying, somewhere on this earth. But hey, the Lord told him write it down in the book, that these things shall come to pass.
Verse 3, it say, "For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it."
Right. Israel being the northern tribe and Judah being the southern tribe. He gonna come get us and put us in our land over there in Israel. The land that our fathers used to have, man, before, he came and did what he did, man.
Verse 5. I'm going to read 4 again. It say, "And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For
Right.
thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace."
Right. Because, hey, like I said, Israel being the northern kingdom and Judah the southern kingdom. Hey, this is only for us, man. It's called Jacob's trouble for a reason, man. It ain't called Amalek trouble, Ishmael trouble. It is only Jacob's trouble, man. His people. But
It say, "Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces turned into paleness."
Right, man. Hey, that Jeremiah is seeing that vision that the Lord given him, man. About how the people gonna be, when that time comes, man. They gonna lose their minds, man. They already, losing it right now. But hey, he gave him that vision back then, which for this appointed time now that we heading into, man. But like I said, hey, they already losing their minds now about gas prices and stuff, man. The shortage of baby formula. They ain't gonna know what to do in that time.
Right.
Hey, but the Lord gonna have his men, man. Starting with that 144,000. He gonna have them protected in those days, man. They ain't gonna have to worry about nothing, man. That's only for the heathens to worry about.
Verse 7, It say, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right, man. And that's basically the point, you know. You know, Jacob is gonna be saved out of it, man. And that great day is finna happen, you know. Everything that you see now, you know, with the rolling blackouts and the jab, you know, the famine, you know, gas prices, all that is leading up to that great terrible day, man. You know. But hey, like I said to it all, hey, the Lord gonna come back and save his people, man.
I'm gonna keep going. It say, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off his neck, and I will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they, who the Israelites, Judah and Israel, the northern and the southern kingdom, it say, but they shall serve the Lord their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Well, I'm gonna keep going. It say, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
Right, man. Hey, that's the Lord coming to get his people, man. He said, hey, don't be afraid, man. You know, these things got to come to pass, man. You know, through great tribulation, we shall inherit the kingdom.
Yeah, and when he say his people, it's ultimately the elite. Because the Lord ain't coming back to save everybody that's an Israelite. The Lord only coming back for the chosen of the nation, man. Lord willing, we're part of that number. You know? Because 2/3 of our people, they have all rights to be afraid. Because why? They ain't repent. They ain't turned back to the Lord, and ultimately they not chosen to do so. You know?
And you have to make that distinction between the elect and the 2/3, man, because the 2/3 think they got it all gravy just because they done learned, you know what I'm saying, that they Israelites. Now they feel like, hey, well, shit, ain't nothing else we need to do then. We Israelites. Nah, man, you got to show your faith by your works, man. Because, hey, knowing, like everybody say, knowing is half the battle, man. Knowing is half the battle. Okay, now you know that you're an Israelite. Now what? The scripture say you're gonna be beat with many stripes, man. If you don't prepare your damn self, man. You know, so you got to make that distinction between the two. You know, all the Lord's people. You got the 1/3, which is the elect, and you got the 2/3, which is going to be destroyed right here in Babylon, man, because they refuse to hearken to the Lord's the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know we can't keep the laws perfectly, but we can keep it to the best of our ability. You know, because basically that's how you show the Lord you love him, through keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. We know the faith in Yahushua, and it's faith in Yahushua, man, not no damn Jesus. Because Jesus goes back to Cesare Borgia, man. Serapis Christus, and all them goddamn characters, man. All them damn devils, them damn deceivers that the so-called white man done deceived the whole world with, man. You know? Yeah. You know? Our Lord and Savior ain't no damn white man, man. You got it. So-called white man.
I got one. This is Zephaniah Chapter 1 and verse 11. It reads, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles, and punish the men that are settled on their leaves, that say in their heart, The Lord will not do good. The Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Therefore, their good shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. You know how our goods won't become a booty and our houses, because we forsook all this shit anyway, man. We have no goods here. We stored our riches in heaven, so everything that's on this earth is counted as dung, man. It ain't shit, man. It's worthless. But everybody who settled on their leaves thinking this place gonna go on forever, when that day come, they gonna be caught off guard, man. They ain't gonna be prepared, truly. They gonna be those unwise virgins who didn't put no oil in their vessels, roughly paraphrasing that one scripture, man. All the people, the 2/3, those who don't know they Israelite and those that know they Israelites who going off, man. They have no oil in their vessels, and that's gonna lead to their destruction, man. It say, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. Verse 14, it say, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near, and hasteneth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. And that's going into the nuclear destruction. But even when all hell break loose, man, because everybody gonna lose faith, man. People ain't gonna know what to fucking do, man. Your soldiers, your police officers, your boxers and all these mighty men, these street niggas and shit, everybody gonna lose their goddamn mind, man. And they gonna cry there bitterly because it ain't gonna be no hope, man. They gonna see that damn shit. They ain't gonna know how to survive. All people know is the city life, man, for the most part.
Shit, man.
For the majority of people that be still.
Yeah. All you know, go get some fucking fast food.
Yeah, fast food, All the motherfuckers who will be somewhat decent is people who grow gardens and shit. And but the Lord can cut that off the Lord can cut that shit off. You got a garden in your backyard. The Lord can cause all those plants to fail, because he the one who allow the seed to grow. He get a command for that seed to prosper and grow and flourish into a plant. The Lord can make all your shit wither away. That's why you gotta trust in your house by showing how to shine at the end of the day. That's what it's all gonna be about, man. You got it. I was just gonna say, you can prep all you want. If the Lord wants you to die of famine, you still gonna die of famine. You know what I'm saying? You can have all the food in the world.
And then what me and him were talking about earlier, we were like, if it's your lot to starve, that's what you gonna do. You can go out in the world and fuck with somebody to make them try to kill you. They ain't gonna do it because your lot is to starve. You know what I'm saying?
Or they gonna fuck you up.
They gonna fuck you up, and you still gonna live.
And still live and starve.
Double judgment. You get your ass fucked
that's
up.
beat with many stripes.
Yeah, get wounded and heal back up. Near-death experience, as they call them, and don't die, man.
They gonna be what I was gonna call it, in survival mode. They're gonna be looking for food to eat, man, which and everywhere, man. But I got one that say Job 5:20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. And that's protection, man. For his men. That 1/3 starting with the 144,000. Verse 21, it say, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Job. But yeah, man, they ain't gonna have to worry about nothing, man. The Lord say don't be afraid, man. Cause he the one that's doing these things. He know what is sin, death, and evil to, man. He know who loved him and who didn't love him. Which is keeping his commandments.
I got a You had
Go ahead.
This Psalms 37 and verse 25, it reads, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So if your seed not begging bread, shit, you ain't gonna be begging bread, man.
Right.
You know, you might have to go on you fast for a couple days. We don't know how it's gonna play out, man. But we gonna have faith in the Lord, shit. We know, hey, through the spirit power, how about show me how to shine, the Lord can provide for us, man.
Right.
You know, no matter how long we gotta go without eating.
Right.
You know, the Lord gonna give us the strength to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you got to remember, it's a trying of your faith, man.
Right.
It's a trying of your faith to see how long you gonna trust and believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man.
Yep. And while you going through that, if you fall in that situation, guess what, man? Cry unto the Lord to provide food and water for you.
Yeah.
You know, if you get caught up in a concentration camp, what? That's our power, man.
Right.
You know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, that's the secret weapon, man. You know, that's the cheat code to the game we finna enter into, man.
Right, man.
The last stage, man. That's what it is. The end of the game, man. The last stage.
Oh.
You know, and the cheat code is prayer, man. And being an Israelite first and foremost, you gotta be an Israelite.
Gotta be
man.
an Israelite.
You know, and it ain't
Israelite.
it ain't about color neither.
Done, man.
You know?
But hey, that's gonna be the only thing we gonna have to lean on, man. You know, is having that faith in the Lord, man, trusting in the Lord. Like y'all say, hey, these 2/3 and these heathens, you know, they Jesus this and Jesus that, man. You know, that's not the Lord's name, man. You know, we got that cheat code, the Lord's name. Hey, we gonna call on our power, you know, to be taken care of, man.
Keep going. It say, nor his seed begging bread, verse 26. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. You know, and that's ultimately what the elect is going to do in the times that we living in. They going to depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore, man, because, hey, man, from here on out, Lord willing, we're a part of that number. Ain't no such thing as death, man. Even though you can die or fall asleep, we'll call it, you know. Because, hey, we at the point now, death ain't real. If you're an Israelite, you should understand death ain't even real, man. You know, in this flesh, it scare you or whatever. But ultimately, in the spirit, you know, man, that shit ain't even much real, man. You know? Because, hey, if you do die, you're going to be raised up. If you die in your house, you're going to be raised up when the Lord returns, man. So that ain't considered death, man. Death is when you die and you come back into the kingdom in Hebrew Huggies, man. That's taking part in the second death. But if you die in your house, you ain't taking part in the second death, man. If you risen up when nukes hit this place and called up into the chariots, you're not taking part in the second death, man. But that's all.
Basically, you just been knocked out for a moment, you know, till the Lord come back and wake you up.
And like the scriptures say, trouble not them that are asleep, you know.
I had a few more precepts in that Job 5 and verse 22. It say, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. See, man, hey, the Lord's man is gonna be that well protected, man. You ain't gonna have to worry about a fox. You ain't gonna have to worry about a fox or a lion or an alligator coming to eat you up because it's hungry, man. You know, that's for the heathens and the 2/3, man. It say, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. That's 5:20. Yeah. But it said, hey, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. You know, hey, the Lord is in control of all things, man. He in control of everything. You know, he ain't stepped back and you know, let Esau do whatever he wanted to do, man. You know, he let him do it, man. He can stop this man from you know, his madness. You know.
See, everything Esau doing, all the agendas being pushed, all these things that's happening in the earth, is ultimately the Lord allowing these things to happen for these people's sin to reach unto heaven, man.
Right.
The sins of America to reach unto heaven. So when the Lord brings His judgment, it's gonna be well worth it. You know? Hey, ain't nobody gonna have no excuse when the Lord start wreaking havoc on these people.
Right.
With the Roe versus Wade and all this old wicked ass shit that's being promoted. And niggas crying because the shit was overturned, man. You know? And who on the forefront of that shit, man?
Jake stupid ass.
N-Dub, man.
The nigga bitch.
You know? Eve.
Bitches ain't no women.
She the you know, man, this bitch Boo Horn, man.
Yeah.
Bitch, your old ass ain't getting pregnant. Fuck you crying for?
Because that's in her spirit.
You know?
It's in that bitch spirit.
He, like, man, that's why you can't even be. You can't, when the Lord start fucking these people up, man, you can't feel no type of way.
Don't shed no fucking tear, man.
I'm listening to some shit on the Elder put up, Elder Yashawama on 2 through and info. These motherfuckers talking about taking CO2 out of the air and making meat. Hold up. Don't the plants take CO2 out of the air and they become food? That's what the plants do. What the fuck you gonna make some fake shit for with the CO2 that's coming out of the air?
And it's all
You know?
trail, man.
See, the plants, they take the CO2 and they grow and they use it. You ain't gonna be eating no damn CO2 patty, man. You eating actual vitamins and mineral when you eat the plant, and they just transfer the CO2 that they take in, help them live and grow, and turn it into oxygen, man. You dummies gonna take the CO2 and put it back into the human body as a damn meat patty. How the fuck you gonna do that? We don't know, man, but we know the Lord gave y'all the technology to do these things. And it's ultimately for the destruction of this place, man.
Right.
All these things are leading to the destruction, a sore destruction, man.
You got that CO2 combo, you know, at Burger King.
No.
You know, you already got that possible waffle. Hey, they gonna be advertising it, man. The new CO2 meat patty.
And that shit gonna kill you, man.
Yeah,
CO2 is not good for human consumption, man. That's why you
See,
breathe it out.
It's all called photosynthesis. This is the definition of photosynthesis. The process by which green plants and some other organisms use sunlight to synthesize foods from carbon dioxide and water. Photosynthesis in plants generally involve the green pigment chlorophyll and generates oxygen as a byproduct, man. So when you talk about taking carbon dioxide away from the plants and stuff like that, man, hey, this man is the harbinger of death.
Yeah.
Right? This man is fucking up even the plant life, man.
That's why you can't be sad when a nigga die, man, because they engulfed into this way of life, man. And this everything about America, everything about this world that Esau is running, the so-called white man, is death, man.
Look, the scriptures say the enemy only come to kill, steal, and destroy. Right? If that don't let you know that the so-called white man is this fucking enemy, I don't know what does, man.
Right.
I don't know what does. Who the fuck talking about taking carbon dioxide away from the plant life, man? Is it us, our people? Hell no. It's the so-called fucking white man.
So he basically promoting death on he
Harbinger
Esau,
of death.
yeah, Esau waged a war against the plants, the animals,
Right.
and your black ass, your Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
That's why
Not just so-called black people.
Yeah. Everything.
Against everything, man. Even his damn self, man.
Organisms.
Yep.
All kinds of shit.
That's why Revelation was saying that he was given power to take peace from the earth, man.
Yep.
You know, hey, if you in pain and then your people dying, man, you ain't at peace. You know, but hey, he wiser than the children of light, man. How can you do that? we don't even think that's possible, man. How can you take that from the air like that and turn it to meat, man?
That motherfucker will give it that sword. When they talk about giving the sword, it goes further than the gun and the literal sword. It goes further than that.
Yeah.
This man is taking oxygen out the fucking air. This man is spraying chemtrails all over us, man.
What they call it, biological warfare or something like that?
Shit, child.
All kind of warfare. Esau waged a war with you every form possible, man. Breaking your ass down, man.
Yep. I got one. This Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints. And who are the prophets and the saints, man? The nation of Israel, right? The elect, man. The 1/3, well, the 144,000, man. The rest of the saints, the rest of the innumerable multitude, man, which makes up the whole 1/3, man. The children of Israel are the saints, man. We can get that out of the scripture. It says that they should be judged, and that thou should give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and should destroy them which destroy the earth. So who fucking destroying the earth right now, man?
Esau.
Motherfucking Saul, man. So-called white motherfucking people, man.
I got you right here, the saints are.
You got it. Yeah, bring that up.
This Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh.
I'll read that one more time.
Psalms 48:14. He also exalted the horn of his people.
The horn of his people, the Israelites. You got it.
The praise of all his saints.
The praise of all his saints. It just said his people, the Israelites. The praise of all his saints, the Israelites. You got it.
Even the children of Israel.
Even the children of Israel. So it broke it down a little bit further for your ass, man. You got it.
A people near unto him.
That's right, man.
Praise ye the Lord Yahweh.
Praise ye
Now
the Lord Yahweh.
Jump to the next chapter. You gonna read that bitch?
Right, man.
This is Psalms 149 and verse 1. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him.
Yeah, that's the congregation of the saints.
Yeah,
Israel.
right. Yo.
You know?
Yo.
If it wasn't, he would have said, let the all the people of the world that I've called, all the nations. No, he said, let Israel.
Yo.
That's the congregation. Those are the people he talking about. You keep
Come. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king.
Yeah, the nation of Israel. Miami. Zion going into Miami. You know, you got it.
Let them praise his name in the dance.
And all the people gonna praise his name is the saints, the Israelites. The children of Israel, Zion, man. Keep going, and if it's gonna prove it when you get down, man.
It says, let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp.
Yep.
Bruh.
We gonna be partying, man. Every day gonna be a party in the kingdom of heaven, man. It's something like a party. You know, we ain't gonna be just always just drunk out of, you know, even though we ain't gonna be able to get sloppy drunk. So we gonna have new bodies. But we ain't gonna have no bikers parties like around here, you know, nigga drunk goddamn in the mosh pit party, man. No, we just gonna be having a good time, rejoicing, man. Yeah. You know, gathering together, you know, fellowshipping amongst one another all the time. Having a good ass time, man.
Yeah.
So you can call it a party.
Right.
You know?
Go back up to where it says Song of Zion or something you had read. Go back up just a little bit more. Select.
Yeah, Psalms 149 and 1. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints.
Yo, keep going.
Let Israel rejoice in him that made him.
Israel rejoice in him that made him. Keep going.
Let the children of Zion be.
Let the children of Zion. That's the point right there, bro. Let the children of Zion. Now listen to this. This Psalms 137 and 3. For there they carried us away captive. Who the fuck carried us away captive? The so-called fucking white man this talking about right here. And the other nations too. Y'all ain't exempt. It said, for they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required us of mirth, saying, sing us one of those songs of Zion. Now what the fuck that's telling you?
And that's why Jake, you look at Jake now, man. All the greatest entertainers were so-called children of Zion, man.
Damn right.
Israelites, man.
Damn right.
The Michael Jacksons and man, some great motherfuckers.
Shit.
Michael Jackson.
Teddy
What's the
Pendergrass.
one nigga?
Shit, all them niggas.
Prince. You know, Beethoven.
Yeah.
Yeah, them motherfuckers was
Barry
Israelites,
White.
man.
Shit.
You know?
You name it.
Even women. What's that one lady name we got on dope?
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson. All these Israelites, man, were,
Zionites.
you know, were children of Zion, and
man.
goddamn Edomites love to hear it. That's
Yeah,
why
right.
when you go back, what the motherfuckers was called in slavery. Fuck. It's a name for them. They had Jake goddamn dancing and singing and shit.
Negro spiritual or something like that.
Yeah, but no, not that.
Shucking
Man.
and jiving.
That's basically what they were doing. Motherfucker, I forgot what they had. They have them dressed up and shit. Had their face painted and shit.
Blackface.
Not blackface. It's something else they call them.
Oh, shit.
Basically like justice. You know?
Like who?
Justice.
Oh.
Justice for the king. Singing, dancing, and, you know, making the motherfucking crowd laugh and shit.
Yeah, basically
You know?
entertainers.
Entertainment.
Yeah. And that was basically that scripture we're talking about in 130 Psalm 137. They wanted some entertainment, man. So they went to the children of Israel for that, the children of Zion. So that let you know who the fucking children of Zion are, man. We the ones that got carried away captive, man.
And that's why they say, sing us one of those Negro spirituals.
Yeah.
Where you get swing low, sweet cherry, and all that. Jake was singing their ass off of slavery.
Yeah. Even your blues singles.
Yep.
Hey, today is gospel, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Or just music in general.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just music
Yeah,
in
pretty
general.
much, yeah.
Entertainment in general.
Jake the former all things, man.
Because
Yeah.
the top music is gonna be like hip hop. But Jake is the one goddamn leading in that.
Yo, jazz, all that shit, man.
Jazz. All the best. The music started with Jake.
Damn right.
Rock, all that shit. What it is, country, all that shit.
All that shit. Like you
They
said,
started it all.
Beethoven. They
Yeah.
think Beethoven was a fucking so-called white man.
But they
Edomite.
just painted it on the
Yeah.
same way they did the Lord. They know he wasn't no damn.
Yeah. Iconoclasm.
That's why the truth coming out now that he was a Jake. You know what I'm
Yo.
saying?
Yo.
And probably not just Beethoven or Mozart and all
Yo.
of them, man.
Yo.
You know? You gotta
Shakespeare.
understand, yeah, Jake was ruling back then, man.
Them the dark ages.
Yeah, that was during the Dark Ages. That's when Esau was coming back into power.
Mm-hmm.
Esau didn't fully conquer Europe and goddamn during that time, man. So you had Jake's of the Byzantine Empire still,
Damn right.
you know, kings and all that, man.
Damn
Still
right.
ruling in that time,
It's like
man.
Sir Charles.
Yeah.
All them motherfuckers, man.
And Esau know that, man.
Esau
But
know that.
he whitewashed everything. Man.
Esau the fucking devil.
And he put you in slavery till you forgot who you are, man.
Damn right.
You got one click to back y'all.
Got it.
Shot. This is Jeremiah 10 and 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Yo.
The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Yo.
Man.
The rod of his inheritance, man.
Yep.
Because the Lord say with us, he go Jeremiah 50 and 21, I think he say he gonna smite the nation with us, man. Yeah. We gonna be the Lord's battle axe, man. Right. Shit, you know. What you do with the rod of iron when you giving that power? Put that bitch upside somebody's head. Gonna break they motherfucking backs in, man. You fucking heathens, man. Y'all got it coming.
I got this back in Psalms 149 and 3. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
And who are the heathen and the people? They're going into you other nations. They're going to show you. And that ain't happening now. That ain't happened really back then. It did, but that's talking about in the kingdom. That whole precept talking about in the kingdom, man.
Right.
You know? When we get in the kingdom, we going to execute judgment and punishments upon you people, man.
Fucking right, man.
The laws, statutes, and commandments are going to be beaten to you, man. They're going to be forced, man, with a rod of iron, man.
And why they got to be forced with a rod of iron? Because they ain't going to have the laws, statutes, and commandments in their inward parts where they ain't going to be able to go off. You fucking heathens are still going to be sinning.
Yep. You're going to be subjugated to it.
Yeah.
For that whole 1,000 years, we're going to be establishing the law in the earth, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Like the brother said, the commandments going to be in full effect. So the heathen, just like we was in slavery, we had the curses on us. The heathen, if they break the laws, they're gonna have them same curses on them, and they're gonna be judged for it.
Damn right.
This Psalms 149:8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Yeah, these motherfuckers ruling. All the rulers is Xi Jinping, Rothschild, the Rockefeller, DuPont, Getty, Putin, man. All these motherfuckers, man. All your kings, your governors, your rulers. They going into captivity, man, if they survive this destruction. You know, everybody else that's in America for sure gonna be destroyed, but a lot of these governors and shit, they gonna catch flight, man. They gonna leave the country if they money long enough, man. You know, and all the ones that get bunkers here, they gonna die here, man. You know? But all the rest of them around the earth, all these nations, the presidents and the rulers of these other nations, they got bunkers and shit, man. You think they don't? Shit, they got bunkers for a lot of their citizens in China and Russia and shit. You know? So what you think they gonna do when they go down? They got same way they got mountain retreats and places that house up over millions of people and shit. A lot of these places ain't gonna get bombed like America. America finna get wiped the fuck off the earth, man. Right. A lot of these people gonna be protected in those bunkers to come out into slavery, man. They got a whole bunch of bunkers that can hold millions of people around the world, man. Not just over here in America, man. These people got money in other places too, and better builders, man. You know.
I got you one real quick. It says Isaiah 2:19, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of the Lord Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty when he arises to shake terribly the earth.
Yeah, that's going into that thermonuclear destruction. You know, where the earth gonna reel to and fro like a drunkard. You know, they gonna run into them bunkers and gonna be protected and delivered from the nuclear destruction, all to go in slavery, man. Right. Every one of the elite banking families, they gonna make it out of it, man. You know, they gonna make it out alive. They gonna be the first parts of slavery, first fruits of slavery. That was all on that 149. Thank you, got it, bro.
Isaiah, Psalms 149:9, to execute judgment, to execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh.
Okay, so we're gonna execute the judgment upon you people. All the shit you motherfuckers did, you ain't get away with it, man.
Right.
You know? You heathens did not get away with nothing that you did, man, in this time. Or in no time ever, man. You finna pay for it now. You know? See, the Lord punished us immediately. The Lord always stick our ass as soon as we go out. But you heathens, the Lord wouldn't punish y'all like he punished us. Why? Because he'll deal with you. You're a bastard, man.
They ain't really under the laws, man.
Huh. You sin, but you're not under the covenant, so to speak. You know, because the ways of the Lord is the ways of how existence is gonna be ran, man. So you're gonna have to follow them. You're supposed to follow them. But the Lord set us up to be the teachers and to be the example, man. And Deuteronomy 4 and 1, as the scriptures tell you.
But look, though, the Lord made an example out of our ass. What's going to happen to you when you go off? He made that example on us to the other nations. But they didn't realize the shit.
Yep.
Look, the same example he made out of our ass, that's what you motherfuckers finna have to go through. And I got it right here. It's Isaiah 51 and 21. You got some more on that? Isaiah 51 and 21. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Because it say you were drunken, but not with wine, because all people are drunken off the philosophies of America, man. You know, feminism, all that dumb shit, man. LGBTQ plus shit, man.
Rap culture.
Rap culture, all kinds of dumb shit.
The American way, goddamn.
Yeah.
Like that.
The shit Obama was spewing out his fucking mouth, man. All kinds of shit, man.
Everybody love each other. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you can
live
think
your
of.
life. Goddamn, you shit.
You only
Yeah,
live once.
shit. Whatever you want to worship.
Do as thou wilt.
As long as you ain't worshiping your how about Shem and how shot
Yo,
the right way,
you
you can do
good.
anything else, man.
Yo, you
You
good.
can worship the wrong way. Shit.
That's what we encourage you to do.
Yeah.
Shit.
You free to do whatever the fuck you want here, man.
Yeah, when
And
they
that
talk,
shit that's what made people drunk, man.
yo, exactly. When they talk about that wine, they talk about philosophies. Even though we don't supposed to be drunkards with physical wine, but this talk about philosophies, man, because the scriptures say it ain't what goes inside of a man that defile him, but it's what comes out, man. What you spewing out of your fucking mouth and what your actions are, man. The actions that you are putting out into the world, man. Wages of sin is death, man. So it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy power that pleaded the cause of his people, behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. And it's the time we coming upon, because our iniquities are accomplished, man. The elect, but you 2/3, yeah, you got it. You 2/3, y'all are still committing iniquities, man. That's sin upon sin upon sin upon sin, like the song say, racks on racks on racks. You got sins on sins on sins, man, that you haven't even repented for. You got sins you did in your past life in terms of sins you're doing in this life, man. It says,
I got it real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
It's Lamentation 4 and verse 21. It say, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Yo,
That dwelleth
still
in
talking
the-
about you fucking Edomites.
That dwelleth in the land is basically going with that precept. you got.
Exactly.
That dwelleth in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Yo,
It say, thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
sure.
You know, and that cup is the curses, all this,
Yeah.
man. You know,
Yeah.
judgment.
Yeah.
It say, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Yo,
He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
yo, it's time for y'all iniquities to get visited now. And we coming upon the end. We coming upon the end of our goddamn iniquities, man. Of our punishment. Now it's time for you motherfuckers to get taken out of power, man. All that white supremacy shit, that shit is finna be out the motherfucking window when your house shot come back, man. So-called black man. You got some more on that?
It say, he will discover thy sins.
Yo, you gonna discover your sins, man. You are naked. You motherfucking Edomites are naked because y'all done did a lot to the children of Israel, man. You motherfuckers, hey, going back to 70 AD, man. You motherfuckers came and got us, man. Kicked us out of our land, man. We know it was all the working of y'all by showing y'all shot. But y'all got to pay for that. You know? Took us from the west coast of Africa, man. Benin, y'all got to pay for that. And the shit that y'all did to us when y'all brought us on the way over here, the shit y'all did to us on the way over here, the shit that y'all did to us when we got here, the shit that you did to the northern kingdom when you came over here and stole their land, sold them off. Man, y'all got a big ass fucking tab, bro.
Ultimately, they paying for everything going back all the way to the Garden of Eden, man.
Damn right.
You gotta pay for everything from the beginning of time
Sure do.
to now, man. That's for everybody who's gonna receive judgment.
Yep.
Lord willing, we had that sure mercies of David. But everybody that's gonna receive judgment, you finna pay going all the way back. That's why it's finna be so crucial out here, man.
What?
That's why it's gonna be so bad, man, because this
Good
judgment
point.
gonna be like never before, man.
Yeah, good point. Point. Yeah.
I got one real quick.
Yeah, I got one. Let me finish this up. Go ahead. Well, while you looking for it, I'll finish this off. It said, thus said the Lord Yahweh, and thy God that pleaded the cause of his people. The buffer.
Nah.
Okay. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Woo. Man, we had to drink that cup, right? Cup of the Lord's fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over.
And that shit so spiritual. Cause what they used to do to us in slavery, man.
See,
They lay a nigga down in the mud and they walk across your motherfucker.
damn right, man.
You know, your child and
Right.
all that shit. Y'all lay y'all ass down. My woman we gotta get over this mud for her.
Damn right.
You know, we ain't gonna get dirty, so get down there, boy. You know, you a grown ass man. They talking to you all crazy and shit. Hey man, Lord finna fuck you, eat myself.
Right. The grown that man, they use your ass for a welcome mat.
Yeah, in front of your wife and children.
I got one. Yeah.
I get mine.
This is Joel chapter 3, starting at 1. It say, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
And that's what I was gonna say, you know, because this is all the stuff that's gonna go on in the earth. I'm gonna get my precepts real quick. All the stuff that's gonna go on in the earth is basically that end judgment for the nation of Israel. You know, Jacob's trouble, the nuclear destruction. That's the end judgment for Jacob, man. You know? After that, it's gonna be the kingdom being set up, and all Israel will be righteous after that once they born back into the kingdom. Lord willing, we're part of that number, and the liver will be changed, man. And the law's gonna be put in our inward parts. But this judgment is the end for us, and it's just the beginning for you fucking Edomites, man. You know, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of your judgment. This Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 8, it say, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit, man. You know, so better is the end of a thing, man. This is the end of Israel punishment.
Right.
It's gonna be bad. Lord willing, we escape it. You know? But this is still the end.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, all these other nations, they finna go through the same shit. But this just the beginning of their judgment, man.
Right.
This just the beginning of the Lord. See, that them entering into their punishment is gonna be the worst time
See, this
ever.
is the transition.
Yeah, that's the transition. You entering into your punishment
Yeah.
the
We
worst
coming
time.
out.
Yeah, the worst time ever that the earth seen. And we coming out of our punishment. See, you still gonna be getting your ass whooped for 1,000 years, working your ass off for 1,000 years. We gonna be home scot-free, man. You know, Lord willing, we a part of that number, and even all the wicked of our people, man, that be destroyed in this time.
Yep.
Guess what? It's gonna be their last ass whooping, man. That's why it's gonna be such a good ass whooping, man.
Yo.
Hey, this gonna be that ass whooping where you got whelps and bruises, man.
Yo.
Hey, the Lord gonna whoop you to the soul, man.
All right.
Gonna beat your ass righteous, man. You gonna be
Yeah, man.
born back in the kingdom. Hey, what the law, statutes, commandments in your young part.
Right. Yo. You know, my cousin, he passed not too long ago, man. Shit, man. Hey, I prayed the Lord for him. He went in his sleep, man. Hey, that was a peaceful death, basically, man. You know? He had told me once before he had dreamed he was wrestling with a demon and shit. It was like real to him. I don't think he said he dreamed. I think he said it was real though. But he went in his sleep, basically, though, man. So, hey, shit, we the ones got some heavy times ahead of us, bro. You know?
And hey, even within that though, Lord could have tortured the shit out of his ass.
Coulda.
You know? It might seem peaceful, but still ain't no telling what he, seeing and
Yeah.
feeling in his sleep, you know.
Yeah, but that's worse than having to goddamn starve though, man.
Yeah, that's better.
I mean, yeah, that's better than having to starve and shit. Like a lot of these motherfuckers finna go through, man.
That's gonna be better than what you finna see. Shit, hey, what we all finna see, not you. What we all finna see in the time we coming to, man, it's gonna be worse than, you know. Hey, you gonna be wrestling with demons too.
Right.
Shit,
Literal demons.
Literal apparitions gonna appear and kick your
goddamn.
motherfucking ass, man, and leave you alone and let the wolves devour you or the teeth of wild beasts.
Hey, you
Beat
got,
with many stripes, man.
you got a
Scared,
lot
man.
of things to worry about, man.
Yeah.
They say that the scriptures say they gonna seek death and not find it.
Mhm.
It's gonna be so bad.
You ain't gonna be able to find it until them goddamn nukes come, man.
Right.
Or the chariot. What zap your ass with that concentrated fire, man.
Yep, and when we did a video a real long time, me and you, when we was going into how you gonna have people seeking death and can't find it, you know, suicide cases, and then you gonna have motherfuckers who wanna live.
Yo.
They ain't gonna goddamn be running for their life and terrified to death and gonna die, man. Trying to survive.
Yo.
You know, trying to be the survival of the fittest. Then you gonna have weak motherfuckers who just want to give up and can't die, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord is terrible.
Remember
man.
that? Yeah.
The scripture say he gonna bring evils upon them that they shall not escape.
Lord said you're gonna dwell in torment, man. Because you refuse to walk in his ways, man. Just roughly paraphrase. Somebody got one?
I was still reading. Joel chapter 3. Back at verse 2, it say, I will gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Yeah, and that's what they did during slavery, man. They sold a boy for a harlot.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot that Without Sanctuary, it's one of them movies, the old lady movie.
That was goddamn, what's the
Had the
name?
little boy painted gold, a long ass movie.
That was
weird ass movie.
fuck.
Had a midget in it and shit.
There was another
It
movie
was
that
super
like
old
that too, though. Fuck, I can't think.
The elder brother from Hawaii put it up. Damn, I can't think of that movie.
Goodbye, Uncle Tom. I think that's one of them.
I think it's
They
Without
had some little-
Sanctuary.
No, that was one too.
Let me see.
But Goodbye, Uncle Tom was one too, where they had little boys,
That might be it.
like little homosexuals, man.
Yep. And
That
they
Goodbye,
weren't,
Uncle Tom
you know,
shit.
they weren't born like that. They was
Yeah.
raped. They
Yeah.
was, you know, they had
Yeah.
Jake getting out the slave ship naked, the women, you know.
They turned their ass into that shit, man.
It down there looked like they made that movie during slavery time, man. How
I
they
wouldn't
was
doubt it.
like, god damn, that
I
shit was
wouldn't
that.
doubt it, bro. These damn devil boys, y'all got a lot to pay for, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
boy.
But that's why it's so beautiful. We know we getting ready to go through tough times. But it's still beautiful to us. Because we know, we comforted though by the scripture. Because the Lord say, through much tribulation shall you inherit the kingdom, man. So, hey, if we got to go through much tribulation, then so be it, brother. Lord, we're going to be done whether we like it or not. So it's best to just go and get with the program.
Right.
It's going to happen anyway. He's just telling us, allowing us to be prepared for it, man.
That's it,
Goodbye all the time. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, man.
This is on Romans 8 and 18. It say, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. No, just like the brother said, hey, yeah, whatever we got to go through, hey, so be it, man. But hey, we know we got to go through this, man, in order to get to where we trying to go, man.
Yep. You know, that was the title of one of my gonna be lessons. You know, you got to go through to get to, man. We got to go through to get to, bro. The kingdom ain't just gonna be handed to us, bro.
Right.
Cause this is you gotta think this is a refining process that we getting ready to go through. Our faith is finna be tried, man.
Right.
You know, when the hour of temptation come upon us, man. You out there bitch starving and then they trying to offer you things that be offered unto idols, man. Trying to feed you with things being offered unto idols, man. and which is that MOT to the B, the CHI to the P, man. Come on, man.
Hey, that's a true statement, because when you look at it on the Lord level, you got to go through everything to get to where you're going, man.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you're trying to go to work, you got to get through traffic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that
Like-
traffic be thick.
That popular saying in the world, you gotta go through it to get to it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
You don't want
Yeah.
shit gave to you easy for real,
You ain't
man.
gonna enjoy this shit, man.
No pain, no gain.
They're like these rich ass Edomite shit be left to them. They still fuck up because they didn't have to go through. There's nothing to get that
Hardship.
shit, man. They
They
ain't have to go through.
ain't bust their ass.
They ain't have to get it out the mud, so to say.
Yeah.
Know how Jake
The
said, I
only-
got it out the mud.
Yeah, the only ones that do is the ones that's brought up kind of, you know, you got a lot of rich people that be brought up rough, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be having money and shit,
Yep.
but they still lower themselves to a peasant status, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And get the feeling. That's why a lot of them be stoics and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go out in the bushes and shit, you know, with really nothing. They do shit like that to goddamn get the feel of
being without.
a hardship. And
Yeah.
being without and shit.
But they know that day coming.
Yeah. And not just to develop that ruler mentality and that mentality not be like spoiled and
Yeah,
stuff, you
fuck
know,
it, I got it
right?
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Them Edomites do that shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they got down, you know. A lot of them be having their head on, like these elite bankers and shit. A lot of them be having their head on. These bitches ain't never worked a day in their life, man.
Yeah.
But they get all that shit passed to them and they handle that shit, man.
Right.
And keep it going, man.
And don't they learn from scripture?
Yeah, they use scripts. He might definitely use scripts.
You might be off the grid, goddamn.
See, Jake the only one that ain't in tune with these scriptures, man.
You know, and
Yeah, crazy.
that just happened over time because we was in tune with the shit. Hey, the further and further we got to the end, the more Jake departed. You know, this lifetime is when Jake ain't in the scriptures at all, man.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
y'all generation and shit, you know, 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 90s. Jake was going to church and shit. These motherfuckers now, they ain't in no church and shit, man.
Hell no.
You know, these late 90 babies, 2000 babies, these motherfuckers 20s and they 20s and
Millennials.
teens and shit, you know, Generation Z.
Yeah.
They in they teens shit, but these motherfuckers wasn't raised in church and shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Most of them weren't raised in church like we were.
No.
You know, even my, like, shit, it was starting to
Dwindle away.
slowly go away from Jesus.
Yeah.
Straight Satanism, man.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers giving straight to Satan in this generation.
Church. Man, what the fuck is a church?
Yeah, it ain't even disguised up under Jesus Christ no more, nigga. Just do what you gonna do, goddamn.
Right, man.
If I can add, that's how you know that the elite, the so-called elites, they actually, through the Lord, use them as a stumbling block to our people to take the scriptures and their heritage away from them, from us. And the heathen, the elites, they actually use the scriptures because the scriptures tell you how to live. It tell you how to manage your finances, you know, how to be abounded and to be content in all things. It tell you how to live your whole life, you know.
Yeah, that's like they say, you can't tell a lie without knowing the truth, man. You know?
And that's why Adam, I forgot who it was. I think of one of these presidents, real quick. Like he quoted that one quote. A thorough understanding of the Bible is better than the college education.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep. Yep.
And what the scriptures say, they say wisdom is better than silver and gold.
I think it was Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Theodore Roosevelt. They're like the Lord say, man, hey, the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High, man.
Right.
You better get the knowledge of the Most High, man, so you can live. The Lord telling us how to live. Fear Him and keep His commandments.
He told, that's why Esau gonna be judged by the book, cause Esau got the book.
Yeah.
You know,
He hypocritical.
he
with it.
he ran off with it and studied it and learned it to the ability that he could. You know, the spirit ain't dealing with him, but he know the scriptures. This bitch been sent out what they call motherfuckers digging the ground, archaeologists and shit to dig shit up to see if these things were true, man. This nigga wiser than Daniel, man. There's no secret that they can hide from thee, man. Nigga digging up bones and artifacts and all kind of shit, man.
See, Esau had good with that history, and
Yeah.
that's what that all the artifacts and the archaeologists.
Yeah.
That shit go back to history, man.
Yeah, and that's how he knows.
Yeah. He got
That's-
physical proof.
Yeah,
for
he
that
got
shit.
physical proof.
Yeah.
See, we believe just through the spirit. We ain't got no
Through
fucking
faith.
physical proof.
Yup.
The only physical proof we have is the physical proof that they brought out and tried to hide.
Yo.
Because there's a lot of shit on the internet and shit. A lot of shit that was in libraries before our time or when we was kids and they know nothing about the truth.
Yo.
That was revealing all the things that we speak about now.
Yo.
And that's why the apostles speak on a lot of different shit because this shit was readily available at a time.
Yo.
Like you could go into it, they'll tell you this shit. Now they got it all covered up now.
Yeah.
Just like when the internet first came out, there's a lot of shit you can look up and just Google and find.
That was like certain books was cheaper back then, but
Yeah.
you try to get them
now
same
them
books
bitches
now.
$30,000 and shit.
That bitch cost a house.
Yeah, it's revealing too much shit.
That bitch costs a car.
You know? It got too much information in it.
Yeah,
And I ain't think Jake was gonna search these things out, man.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's why the Lord left the remnant.
Yep. Put his spirit back in the earth, man.
Yeah. Why do y'all about some y'all shot?
How about some of your shot?
Lord, worthy of all praises, man. I got something going on.
Verse 3, Joel chapter 3, verse 3, it say, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink. Yeah, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense?
You can't pay the Lord back for what you did, though, man. Here, I'm sorry for what I did to your people. Here go, man. Here go a money bag. I mean, what the fuck can you pay the Lord? He owned everything.
Yeah,
The
what
Lord
he gonna
owned
do
the
with it?
multiverse, man. It ain't a universe, it's a multiverse.
What the Lord don't need money.
You don't need that.
That shit, all money and all that, that's corner to the Lord.
That shit is very cordial.
The only way you can pay the Lord back is with that blood, baby boy.
That blood, I want that blood, baby
You want
boy.
that blood, I want that blood, baby boy.
Inside joke, boy.
Done.
I want that blood, baby boy.
It say, if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily I will return your recompense upon your own head.
He want that blood.
Right.
That blood,
Put
boy.
swiftly and speedily.
Like he say, since
Yo, turn
you
that
have
shit
not
to your
hated
head.
blood gonna pursue your ass, man.
Right. It say, because ye have taken my silver
Hey,
and my gold.
So like the Lord say, he rejoiceth in judgment, man.
Damn right.
Hey, that's what the Lord want. The Lord want to goddamn pay
Right.
motherfuckers back, man.
He's the ultimate judge.
And he put you up to the job and still want to fuck over you, man.
Yo.
You know?
Right. It say, because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temple.
You
my
motherfucker
God, and-
robbed the Lord, man.
Right.
Like the scripture say, how will a man rob God? hey, you motherfucker robbed him literally, man. I know it say through tithes, but hey, you robbed him literally, man.
Because shit, what the Lord so like they keep going.
The enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy, man. You got it.
Verse 5, it say, because ye have taken my silver and my gold
That's stealing right there.
and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their border. Behold, I will rise them out of the place whether ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabines, to a people far off, for the Lord has spoken
The
it.
Lord spoken it. That's real reparations right there, motherfucker. Fuck what you trying to pay us, nigga. Who the fuck we gonna give it back to when you give it to us? We gonna run right back to your dirty, stinking ass and give it right back to you. Cause you still in rulership. So that ain't justice, man. That ain't no real reparation, man.
Esau give you a whole bunch of money, but shit, you still gotta go find. All right, shit, I ain't got no house, I ain't got no car, I ain't got no land,
Yeah.
I ain't got no cattle or nothing. Now I
Right.
gotta go right to this nigga and buy all this.
You gotta
all
get this
these
shit
things,
right back to him.
You know?
Even if you did, you still got to pay bills.
Yep, you still gotta
Giving
pay
it right
taxes.
back to him.
Right.
We don't own Alabama Power. We don't own Mobile Water.
Yep, you
Right. cheap.
No
I
gas
got one.
companies.
We don't own Comcast.
We don't even own our children, man.
You gotta pay cell phone bill, all kind of
All that.
tag. You gotta get that renew that tag
right.
unless you driving in a motherfucking antique.
And
You
that's
go get you some old shit, and then that's just in Alabama and Mississippi that I
Yup.
know.
and
Down south.
that's
You can
fucked
buy a
up.
tag and don't gotta get another.
Mm-hmm.
On them super old leg cars.
You know, and that's messed up because hey, you haven't, gave us, our reparations like we wanted, but hey, you know we still gonna give it back to you, man. But you still don't want to pass them out.
Yo. I mean, you could give us something, but we still want righteous judgment, though.
Esau
We'll
ain't
take
got
that.
shit to
He
give.
ain't got shit to give. Even if he did, I'll
You
take
know,
it. I don't give a
the
fuck.
international bankers, they do. But
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
them
yeah.
bitches definitely ain't finna
They
give you no
definitely
goddamn
ain't finna give
reparations.
you
They don't give a
shit.
fuck. But America don't have nothing to give you, man.
Nope.
They trillions, hundreds of $1 trillion in debt
Shit.
themselves, man.
Neither no other country.
Yeah.
No other country neither got shit to give you.
They ain't trying to. Them folks
Yeah.
don't give a damn, man.
They trying to
Hey, y'all
sell their
seen what
NWO.
that nigga goddamn worked 21 years? I put up on the
Yeah.
little thing. They gave that boy a goddamn a child bag.
Oh man.
A child
kids
party
meal.
bag. Yeah, a
No.
child party bag. Man, I was like, what the fuck?
You worked at a restaurant all for so
Hey,
long, and
man, I would be like,
Never had all
would have
day.
been on that bitch cussing their ass out. Man, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this bullshit? I done worked all these, man, fuck y'all. I told that bitch up. I would have went to jail that day.
I would have took off on their ass that day.
Well,
Bitch, I'm out
Thanks.
of here.
Nigga, what you mean, thanks?
Thanks, but no thanks.
This
Bitch, I'm off
man,
the
I was
day.
like, man, what my
Look.
y'all could have gave me a couple $1,000. Could have gave me some money or
Right.
something.
Look,
some jobs buy
Oh.
them cars, buy them vehicles.
that's all I get for not missing a day for 21 years, 25 years.
27 years.
Bitch, look. Next week, next month, I'm taking the rest of the month off, bitch. How about
Right.
that? Now I'm finna miss
I'm
some time because I
taking
see.
years off, goddamn. Bitch,
Nah,
I ain't never
I quit,
done
bitch.
that.
I quit.
Well,
Bitch, y'all supposed to give me an early retirement or something.
you can't do nothing for my 401k. Shit, goddamn.
They gave that boy some candy, lifesavers. That's what they got.
Oh
They
man,
got that bitch some
he
lifesavers.
was a real
Cause get what?
lifesaver.
Cause you saved our life. When we needed you the most, you came in.
Hey, Israel is a fucking homeborn servant.
Hell,
That's
That
what
boy,
it is for.
that boy worked through the pandemic and everything.
Yeah.
Damn.
Faithfully.
Hey,
Hell no.
let me
Trust
get
in no
this one real
friendship.
quick. This Revelation chapter
Dang.
13 and verse 9. If
Steve.
any man, if any man have ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is the patience and the faith of the saints, man.
And who the saints, we just read who the saints were, man. We just broke it down through the scripture, through the spirit of power, y'all by yourself outside.
Get Romans 11. It say faith, because it said this is the patience, the
And the
suffering, and the faith. What is faith, man? That said the scripture.
All right.
I think it's Romans. It might be Romans. I know it's Romans 11, 10, or something.
No, it's in Corinthians. Faith is the substance of being hoped for, evidence of things not seen. So I know you trying to look at that one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. I
That's
think
in
it's on
Corinthians.
Romans.
I might be thinking we walk by faith, not by
Faith
sight.
coming by
I'm thinking we walk by faith, not by sight. That's in Corinthians.
faith by coming by hearing the word.
I know what you're talking about.
Come.
While they looking for that, I'm gonna bring out this Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. It say, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. You know, and to this day, hey, we still in your hand, man. You know, so hey, you got to get that righteous recompense, man.
Hebrews
Hebrews
11.
11:1.
I knew it was something.
Right, man. Yeah, you stole us and we still in your hand, man. Still slaving for you. We
Okay.
just ain't physically chained up, but we still slaving for you, man.
Okay. This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Right, and they say what it said. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10, it say, he that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints, man. So the saints is patiently, the chosen of the Lord are patiently waiting for this, man.
Right. That's
You
what
know?
we hoping for.
Hey, and this is the faith. Hey, this is a part of our faith. Because what is faith? Read again.
It says faith is a substance.
You can read it and go down.
Okay, cool. Right. This is Hebrews 11:1 again. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and that's a substance of what we hoping for, man. That this motherfucker go into captivity just like we went into captivity, man. The evidence of things not seen.
Yeah, right now, do we see Esau going into captivity?
Nope, but we will.
Yeah,
In a
it's
little
gonna
while.
happen, man. It's part of the gospel. It's part of the good news. That's why the good news is only given to one particular people, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Yo,
You know?
yo.
And not even the chosen. It's for the whole nation.
Damn
Our
right.
people don't see it. Our people wandering around, they living their jolly old life. They don't even want Esau to go into slavery.
Nope.
You know, but when they born in their right mind in the kingdom, they gonna enjoy kicking Esau ass, man.
Yeah,
They
right.
gonna know what this bitch did to us, man.
Yo.
You know? See, we see it now. We have that anger building up, you know, not the anger that the Lord had for these devils. Because the Lord gonna put his anger upon us to, you know, render judgment on this man, man.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, this is something that we can't see Esau going into slavery right now.
Right.
You know?
Right.
All you see right now in World War III, it's gonna take the Lord to actually come back